It's that time of the year again in the Northern Hemisphere. The sun's going down earlier every day, the leaves are falling from the trees, and the temperatures are falling right along with them. And that means the holidays are right around the corner, which also means many people are going to be looking for the best deals they could find on a budget-friendly RC car. But with so many budget RC companies out there today making so many budget RC cars and making so many bold claims, it can be difficult to know which of these cars are actually worth your hard-earned money, no matter how small the price may be. So in this video, we're going to rank our top 5 best budget RC cars of 2023. Coming in at number 5, we have the WLTOYS 124008. This is a brushless RC car. It comes with a 3S battery, 12 scale, and while it's not as fast as some of the brushless buggies from WLTOYS of the past, you're not going to care about that because this car is better in every other way. Not only is this car cheaper than the other 12 scale buggies from WLTOYS, I actually think this one handles better off-road as well as on-road. And with its new MJX style plastic chassis, its durability for the price is absolutely off the charts, the price of which is around $110 US. This car is lighter, it's tougher, it's cheaper, it's not as fast, but it is absolutely better than every other WLTOYS buggy there has ever been. And for such a low price, you can almost not go wrong. But if buggies aren't your thing, maybe you'll like number 4 on our list, which is the ECHINE EAT15. There are many variants of this car made by various different companies, and they're all pretty good. They come in brushless and brushed form, though in the case of this car, I actually think the brushed version is better. They come with 2 sets of tires, rubber tires for general purposes, and plastic tires for drifting, which as you can see here, they work really, really well. The car has a gyroscope. It comes equipped with a lithium-ion battery. It's also the cheapest car on the list at around $40. And just look at it. They look fantastic. There are several different modes for the headlights, and these cars require 0 experience to have a really, really good time with. They also tend to be very durable and reliable, and I think it's the most fun you can have for under $50 with an RC car. They're comfortably usable indoors and outdoors, though you'll probably get the most out of this car drifting on a smooth surface. And at number 3 on our list, we have surprisingly not a 16th scale MJX HYPERGO, but rather a BEZGAR HP162S. There's a reason I prefer the BEZGAR over the MJX variant, and that is because BEZGAR has actual customer service that you can contact. Not that you'll have to take advantage of that very much, because breaking this car is no easy task. This particular version only runs 2S out of the box, but you could always just swap to a 3S ESC if you want to. But these cars are absolutely some of the toughest RC cars you could possibly get, especially at such a low price, which is right around $110 to about $130, depending on where you get them. These cars require some skill to get the most out of, but a beginner as well as an experienced RC hobbyist could have a really, really good time with one of these cars. They're very reliable. They're pretty good off-road despite their small size, but they really shine in the dirt and taking big air off of jumps. These cars have been around for a good long time now, and there's a reason why they continue to thrive in the RC community. They're just so darn tough, and they're just so fun, and they're so cheap. But if you like all the things you just heard about the BEZGAR, but maybe you prefer something a little bit larger, then let me introduce you to number 2 on our list, which is the ARRMA GORGON. Coming in at $140 for the version that doesn't include a battery, and around $160 for the version that does include a battery and a charger, the ARRMA GORGON is actually probably the budget RC car of the year. It starts off as a brushed RC car with extremely tough components. It shares the same rear drive shafts and A-arms as an ARRMA Senton BLX 3S. It's a proper 10 scale, and it is tons of fun and super durable. The gearing is also really tough and 32 pitch compatible, as well as being brushless ready. And swapping this car to brushless is only a matter of about 10 to 15 minutes. So by now you're probably thinking, well, if this car's so good, then why is it at number 2 on a top 5 budget RC list? Well, that's just it. You expect an ARRMA to be good and you expect an ARRMA to be tough, and this one is. In fact, this car checks all the boxes of what a typical good RC car is and should be. But it lacks just one thing. Because it's so good and you expect it to be good, it doesn't absolutely wow you. But the car at number 1 does, which is none other than the 14th scale MJX HYPERGO 14210. Before we even talk about why this car is number 1 on the list, let's talk some numbers first. 2 sets of tires, 2 tough bodies, 3 S-capable, 4,400 kV, 4-wheel drive, 47 miles per hour, and all of that adding up to only $150. If those aren't impressive numbers, I don't know what is, because this little car puts up big car performance, big car durability for little car price. This car has that wow factor I was talking about. You don't expect a car of this price range and size to perform this way or have this level of durability. It is almost off the charts and nearly unbelievable what this car is capable of for $150. Parts availability for the MJX 14210 isn't quite as readily available as it is for the ARRMA GORGON, of course, but because this car has gotten so popular in such a short period of time, the parts support for this car is growing to where you at least won't have to scour the entire internet with a fine-tooth comb to find them. It's not as big as an ARRMA GORGON, the parts availability isn't quite as good as the ARRMA GORGON, and it does not have the name recognition of an ARRMA GORGON, but it has that wow factor. I would not be at all surprised to see the MJX 14210 popping up at local hobby shops, because it really is that good of an RC car. It is absolutely worthy of a spot on the shelf at any reputable hobby shop. And that's our top 5 list. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, it's not about miles per hour, it's about smiles per mile. So have fun, and we will see you in the next one.